Tsay Keh Dene Nation is both culturally and linguistically Tsakani. The name Tsakani is often translated as people of the mountains. The Tsay Keh Dene have used and occupied a large and well-defined territory in north-central BC for countless generations. In the 1960s, the Tsay Keh Dene people were forcibly relocated to reserves outside of their territory when the Williston Reservoir and W.A.C. Bennett Dam were created. More than 175,000 hectares of their territory was flooded, including villages, graveyards, prime hunting and trapping grounds, fisheries, and other culturally significant sites. Tsay Keh Dene history reveals that the loss, disruption, and dislocation caused by the creation of the reservoir were devastating. For the survivors and their descendants, the social, cultural, and economic effects of this event, including the collective trauma and a deep sense of loss, persist more than 50 years later. Regardless of threats made by the province and the Department of Indian Affairs to cut off assistance to its membership, the Tsay Keh Dene Nation re-established a community at Ingenika Point, near a recently flooded village site along the Ingenika River. A river system with a watershed spanning more than 5,000 square kilometers of old-growth timber, rugged mountains, and pristine water bodies. The Ingenika is of crucial importance to the Tsay Keh Dene historically, ecologically, culturally, and spiritually. The ancestors of the Tsay Keh Dene used and occupied the Ingenika watershed to help sustain their culture and way of life. To this day, the use and occupation of the Ingenika by the Tsay Keh Dene continues and has become critically important in preserving their culture and way of life against widespread forestry, mining, and other industrial development in their territory. It is one of the last remaining pristine refuges in a territory devastated by the Williston Reservoir and unsustainable development. In exercising their inherent rights, the Tsay Keh Dene Nation has proclaimed the establishment of an Indigenous protected area in the Ingenika. Work on an Indigenous Management plan for this protected area is ongoing and led by the nation. The aim of this management plan is to protect the rich biodiversity in the Ingenika watershed by applying Tsay Keh Dene traditional values, management practices, laws, and traditional knowledge. The struggle to protect and preserve the Ingenika is well underway and gaining momentum.